It finally happened. I feel like so many Virgin Galactic investors waited for that moment, that actually we hit some kind of bottom into the stock and the stock goes further up from here. Actually, it seems like the Tuesday 10% gain was so much satisfying, but it's so much more than just a 10% gain. This is something that you should really know about Virgin Galactic, and therefore I'm explaining it in shocking detail right now for you. So let's first talk about what happened. So on Tuesday, one of the worst days on the stock market, where Tesla lost about 20%, space was actually up. So very happy for space investors out there. Virgin Galactic just announced before the long weekend of Labor Day in the US that they will make the test flights happen. Okay, not only the test flights for the White Knight, but also the test flights for the Spaceship 2, the powered flight that they need before the huge rehearsal flight. Okay, the huge rehearsal flight is actually this one, where they have 4 guys that are the guests on the flight with the full cabin, with 2 pilots and everything. And so it's like a full flight like every client would get. So this is a great rehearsal. But before that, now we will see a powered flight 22nd of October or a little bit later depending on the weather and so on. But as you can see, things are getting forward, okay? Not only that, but also we got a new target for the stock that helped the stock to move forward. And there's the UBS bank that said, you know, if you want to invest in space, then there's, you know, one of the best players, Virgin Galactic, because there's not so much space companies out there, because it requires a lot of billions, and the only billions that, you know, are here to be spent are by Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk. So as we can see, this happened, and this meant actually that people start to think after the cabin reveal flop, let's say, after the capital raise, they felt like there's nothing much happening, and also Richard Branson flights was rescheduled. So, you know, the credibility of some people thoughts were, you know, are they working actually, or what they doing the whole day, right? So, but this is actually the wrong thinking, guys. This is one of the most hardest working engineering companies out there. And as longer they work to solve this big problem, to make space tourism happening, as harder for other people to do, okay? Think about those Silicon Valley companies that, you know, just think about grow, fast, and in 2 years they have a $1 billion company with, I don't know, ordering cleaning for your toothbrush, right? But also, as faster they come, they have the huge risk that also in this fast of time they can go, because the product is not much having barriers around for re-entry of competition, or, you know, they need so much capital that they just need to run, and the profits goes from 10 years schedules to 20 year schedules and so on. So as you can see, as longer people working on a problem, especially engineering wise, as better is the overall fundamental setup for you as an investor. Now, what really happened is, you know, this glimpse of hope came back for many investors. They said, you know, people are saying good things about the stock, people seeing that their powered test flights are happening, so there is some movement, guys, okay? So, and this is something that sparked the rally on Tuesday, and I think this is super important to understand, because this will be a huge part later on if we have some successful flights and some successful clients, that absolutely this will skyrocket Virgin Galactic stock. And exactly this is what investors want. In any company, they want to see this development. And actually, we don't get that much information of Virgin Galactic and their day-to-day process, but I can assure you that behind the scenes, there's things going on, okay? So think about it. First, they're having this big analytics from past flights. They are looking into the flights, they're looking what was good, what was bad, what they can test in the next flight, make a new new schedule, prepare maybe some software and hardware changes, need to prepare the pilots for it, make some training. So a lot of things are actually happening until we get to the version, I would say 1.0, where Richard Branson is going into space beginning of 2021. Until then, we will have a full dress rehearsal towards the end of the year, because after the first powered flight on the 22nd of October or a little bit later, then we will have the full dress rehearsal, which will be absolutely insane ride. Okay, so I expect that the Virgin Galactic stock actually will pick up some steam in towards the last quarter of this year. This will be super amazing. This will be amazing for us. For me, not that much, because I would like to, you know, load up some more. But you know, you cannot decide when the stock goes up and down. Therefore, you know, I'm trying to put my best into putting as much cash as possible into this position, and be wearing all my other structure of the portfolio. Now, as you can see, this is a very, very high engineering that they are doing there. I can always recommend to read about how engineering works with delayed timelines, you know, especially that this kind of setup that Virgin Galactic is using is a X Prize winner setup. There's a big nice documentary out there that you should watch on YouTube. Then, you know, you have to understand that everything needs to be super safe. We don't want to have any incidents happening with such a great experience. We want that this experience will be a joy experience. This experience should be, you know, not worrying about some engineering backlash or some problems that you can experience as a guest. It should be something that is total edge technology, but on the other side 100% safe, as much as the engineers can trust the system. And I think, you know, this is the most important part, rather than having the flight that is now planned with Richard Branson to have it either, you know, 3 months earlier or 3 months later, or even half a year. I rather have a fully functioning system rather than testing it with real customers that you know, maybe have some problems running. So as you can see, a lot of things are happening behind the scenes, even though you are not aware and informed every single day. So we need to sit there, be patient, and to wait for the snippets that will be picked up by Virgin Galactic on the way, and will be released at the same time with us, hopefully on a regular basis. Shamas on the last call where they presented Michael Koglaser as new CEO said in the next couple of months there will be more and more announcements that will be significant for the company, and this is what we are looking for, right? I mean, this company is so small that it will react to news, you know, up and down quite significantly. We have seen the news with Michael Koglaser gave us a 50+% increase in stock price just because they have a just because they have a new CEO. But otherwise, you know, all this small bad news, like this disappointment that we didn't have the real cabin, though it was not advertised as one, brought the stock down, and then the capital increase. So as you can see, a lot of things are turning the whole Virgin Galactic stock machine. And what you really need to take away from this video, well, this will be discussed in the conclusion. Well, the conclusion of this video is very important, because I think that with such investments like Virgin Galactic, you need a lot of vision. If you are not having the vision, then maybe Virgin Galactic is not the stock for you guys, because you need to understand that space is an industry that will change things forever, okay? It will change humanity, and it's not me saying that, it's Elon Musk or other people. If it's not without no reason or because they have fun doing it, but Jeff Bezos as well as Elon Musk working on this big space problems, okay? And Virgin Galactic will be starting with a very niche product of space tourism, but will extend, you know, to different kind of orbital and other things in the space industry, which will be very important, because the business there will be very profitable. If you have just 3 or 4 players, guys, that's a nearly monopoly on a huge industry, and I want to be part of it, and I seeing it very clearly. Like I just want to put as much money as possible into space, because I know, by so many factors that we discussed here on this channel, that this can be a very successful company. And therefore I'm believing that the only thing that beside vision you need to bring is patience, guys. Okay, and as longer they're working on it, as better for you in the end of the day. Because in the end, if you can read it through reviews of Glassdoor or ex-employees, they are saying this is one of the hardest working group that they ever worked for, guys. Okay, there's so much happening behind the scenes that you don't see on everyday basis, that you will not see, because it's a public company. Okay, they cannot release things, or there's not much media about it yet, because they are so small. So with time, this company will track so much media attention that it will be hard for the shareholders to sell this stock anything below $100 or $200, because this will be such a hot stock over the next couple of years. And I hope that you join the journey, and then we go together with our portfolios into space.